We are rolling.
You guys know what time it is?
Oh, seltzer time.
Seltzer time, baby. You know you're in your late 30s when that sound is a seltzer, not a beer. All right, so today we have something really fun, kind of special that we're going to do. I'm actually really excited to do this. I think it's cool. I think this is a very cool thing that we're about to do. I just want to say one quick thing. First of all, if you are on the audio version, thank you. But also, this episode will make absolutely no sense unless you're seeing it visually. So come on over to the YouTube. And if you're not in the YouTube, if you are in the YouTube, smash that sub. Thank you. We appreciate it. All right. So our own B-Rabs recently sat courtside at a Knicks game. And we're going to just kind of walk you through the experience. And by we, I mean mostly him because we weren't there. So let's talk about how this came about. You had tickets, B-Rabs, that was just legitimately courtside. Like you could have, spit on these players. You could have said, slurs to them. You could have checked out their butts and said demeaning things about their bodies, and they would have heard you.
I definitely checked them out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some beautiful men on that court. Yeah. So my boyfriend got courtside seats for 2 games in a row because of his own hookups. We saw the Houston Rockets, and then we saw the Washington Wizards, and they beat them twice. Although they almost lost to the Wizards, which was weird. But I think I'm a Knicks fan now after the experience, which, I mean, if my father, God rest his soul, could see it, he wouldn't even care that I'm gay, but he'd be like a Knicks fan. He's like, you're dead to me. You are dead to me now.
You're out of the house.
I raised you to be a New Jersey Nets fan. And now they're in Brooklyn, but still, like,
he's like, listen, you suck all the dick you want, but you not wear the orange and blue.
But exactly. But cheering for James Dolan's team. That's I don't have a son at that point.
So so walk me through this.
Way, well, okay. So to walk you through this, first me and my partner got a hotel, and we just like got ready, and then we went through the VIP entrance, which is through Penn Plaza.
I wanted to ask about that because I always, whenever I go to a game, I sit in the peasant seats.
Well, technically, all of MSG is for Penn Plaza, but like if you basically go, I want to say on 30, if you go on 33rd, I believe it's 33rd. If you go on 33rd. Then and you're on the Madison Square Garden side, between obviously 9th and 8th, 8th and 7th. Then you basically go in through the VIP lounge, and we went right up into the VIP lounge, and it was, it was amazing. It was like,
did you just walk in and it's just fountains and people serving your d'oeuvres, and like they just give you a handy as soon as you walk in, like throwing desserts in the air?
Basically, I asked for the handy, and then I got a lot of angry looks. So no handy, unfortunately. But
what use of those VIP seats if no one jerks you off?
I know. I was like, I need to speak to the manager.
It's Robert Kraft only.
Let's put up a picture. I want to show the view that Brian had. Oh, these are okay. So these are the VIP lounge seats.
This is a VIP lounge.
So Brian's sitting there in the VIP lounge, waiting for his apple teeny or whatever he's drinking, and then he also meets Amari, which is pretty fucking cool. That's very cool. I like how Amari just hangs out at games apparently now. That's what he does with his life.
He was there twice. For both games that we went to, and he sat next to me, literally right next to me and Eric. Like the second game, like him and a friend of his just sat right next to us. He's a really nice guy. He's really cool.
That's awesome.
And like Carmelo Anthony was also there, And I
Was he
was like,
sleeping?
not going to approach Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm
He
not.
was sleeping?
No, he looked very unapproachable. Who else
Yeah,
was
yeah,
there?
yeah.
I mean, there was a
Was
bunch of
James Dolan
actors,
there? Did you
you
get
know.
to meet Dolan and tell him how much you
Oh
like him
my
as an
god!
owner?
Oh my god! So I'm gonna call first of all, I'm gonna call him Voldemort from now on. I just
Creepo.
don't. I think
He's a creepo.
because his name. He is a creep. He is a
Yeah.
creep. Actually, when you said like when you made that hand job joke, Phil, I was just like, I mean, in terms of James Dolan's suite, because it literally was his suite. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe not the climate given
Right.
what his recent lawsuit, but
His current circumstances.
yeah, I actually don't. I'm actually terrified of him. Like to see because we've made fun of him so much on the podcast, or we've talked so much like nonsense about him. Going forward, we'll call him Voldemort or he who will not be named. Okay, because I feel like he's like Bloody Mary. Like if you if you close the door,
come through the screen.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you lock the door in the bathroom and you place your hand on the mirror and you say James Dolan 5 times, he'll buy your favorite franchise and destroy it. That's
Yeah, and he'll also ban you from the stadium.
Yeah, by the
and he'll ban you
next,
from the stadium.
by the Mets.
So let's talk about these pictures here. So
Yeah.
did you ask Amari for a picture and he was cool with it, or did he offer that, or was he just walking by?
No, I did. I saw I also saw Sam Morrill there. Sam Morrell.
I saw him sitting courtside. That's awesome. Yeah, it's cool. You saw him.
He's a comedian, and he's obviously mad nice. And then I saw that he asked Amari Stoudemire for a picture, and then I decided to go ask. I was like, you know what? He was at the bar. I was like, hey man, you're awesome. Do you mind just taking a selfie? And he was mad cool. He's like, yeah, no worries.
So he looks a little bit high in this picture. Can I say that? He looks like he just stepped out back and smoked a J at halftime here.
He looks fresh. He looks fresh off an L. And he did the second time, but he's just a mad cool dude. So yeah,
I love it.
Michael J. Fox was also there the second night too, as well.
Cool.
To shake things up a little bit.
Whoa! How is he doing though? Honestly, how is he doing?
Also side, he looked like he was struggling a little bit, but he's also the man. So,
cool. Exactly.
Who else did I see?
Was Ben Stiller there or Tracy Morgan or
Ben Stiller was not there. If those guys were there, I'd probably be like, freaking out a little bit. There was Dean Winters, who's an actor. There was Ben Sadaffi.
Dean Winters was there. For those of you who don't know who that is, that's the guy who plays Mayhem in the those commercials. Like
exactly.
Mayhem, like
and he also played Liz Lemon's scumbag boyfriend in 30 Rock. And he also
was the guy the second to last guy to get killed in the first John Wick movie as well. For those of you who
was he in Oz? He was in Oz, right?
He was in Oz too.
He was in Oz.
No, he was. He was. He 100% was in Oz. So no, I mean, just to give you an idea, you walk in, you see like these stars, or you like recognize people, and me and Eric are like, oh my god, and then I walk over. The first thing I do too, like Eric is trying to play it cool. The first thing I do is beeline it to the buffet. I'm literally the first one to get the free food. Yeah, and
everyone knows who the poor dirtbag is.
Yeah,
you're the guy who jumps and lunges for the buffet.
I got like 3 butter garlic steaks. I got salmon. I got I took pictures of the food. Yeah, there's the food.
There you go.
Can I? Wait, can we talk about this for 1 second?
What did I say? Salmon.
Thank you. You said people that say salmon. It drives me nuts when people mispronounce things like that. Anyway, so this looks like was it steak and salmon with some asparagus. And this is just buffet food. This isn't like a purchase. This is just if you're in the lounge, you get the rich people.
If you're in the lounge, this is what you get.
Yeah.
Man, imagine having that. Fucking
it was a beautiful lounge. You get all you can eat drinks, all you can drink drinks, all you can eat. on
All you can
steak.
eat drinks.
And then-
Oh, all
yeah,
you can
exactly.
drink?
There
Did
you go.
the full rabbit out
I
come
think
out?
I think I'm still drunk from
You see,
those last
state
games.
brought it all back.
So I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So whose rich child is this that's right in front of you? Did you talk to this 12-year-old who's got a rich dad or something?
I have no
John
idea. I have
Starks
no
back
idea.
there. Yeah, John Starks is there.
That looks like.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like that definitely is a trust fund kid who is just like these seats aren't even that good. Like I'm on the court, but last time I got to like play in the game for 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Like the last time Julius
Illuminati.
Randle gave me a piggyback ride at halftime. Yeah, that's how that goes. And then you also in this picture have what looks like half of like a sideline reporter's butt. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for.
Yeah, John Starks is there.
There you go.
Julius Randle. Yeah.
But I will also say this too. I've been thinking this the whole season. I really like the squad that the Knicks have this year.
They're fun.
Really good.
They're great.
They're a great team to watch. They're scrappy. I mean, Brunson's great. Randall's great. I really liked Josh Hart in the game against the Rockets. He played pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Hartenstein.
Go back, Mike. Go back to the right here. So let's talk about these pictures. So this is like, is this in the lounge? There's like a spot you can pose, or just out front? Where is this sign right here?
That's like in the tunnel between, like, so you take like an elevator or steps down, and or actually you can either take an elevator or steps, and that's like the tunnel. That's like in between, like where like the locker rooms are and stuff like that. And when
okay, all right. So you're in the belly of the. Yeah. This is cool. And then right over here, I'm assuming that's just some artwork that was up in.
I mean, but it was just like the decor of the place. It definitely was VIP up. Like, yeah, I mean, like I had such imposter syndrome. I'm like, they're gonna release the Hounds any minute. It just my poor ass out, but.
Yeah. It's
and thank you to my BF for hooking it up.
So what are these here?
You could see, and Brian will explain it. You could see him in the shot on TV. So go ahead.
I mean,
these are from TV.
You probably have to zoom in, but like you see where the Verizon thing is.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Okay.
That's
you with your backwards hat on, right in back of the eye, and then also right in back of the N and then the Duncan.
Yeah, and then there's and there's what's his face on the coaching.
So this is
Thibodeau, Tom Thibodeau.
I mean,
Thibodeau.
My long.
Tell me what this is like, Brian. You're like, because when we say courtside, we don't mean like you had half court seats in the upper deck. We mean you were actually courtside. Yeah. What's that like? Do you hear anything that you don't normally hear? Like, do you hear like the players talking shit to each other? I mean, you hear like the sneakers speaking. Like, what's that like?
My God.
Like,
so we were sitting right next to the team, and also we were quite literally sitting right next to the New York Knicks. And my boyfriend kept complaining all the time. He was just like, I hate this counter between us. I'm like, we're literally sitting right next to the New York Knicks. Like, what else could you want? Like, he hated that we were right behind the Verizon sign. So he's like, but I'm like, this is like the greatest thing ever. Yeah, you listen to them call plays. You listen to them. You listen to him. I was listening to Tom, the coach, Tom Thibodeau, talk shit to the ref. I love the coach, by the way. The coach is
any good sound bites from any good sound bites, like telling the ref he's a blind idiot or anything, or
the ref was like, you complain more than my ex-wife. That's what the ref said. That's what the ref said to Tom Thibodeau.
So he threw throwing roast jokes back at him when he was complaining.
Yeah, he was like, he said something like, if I want to listen to this much whining, I'd call up my ex-wife. That's what the ref said to Tom Thibodeau.
Canceled.
That's really funny.
Josh Hart, he didn't curse at the ref, but he was just like, "The fuck you think I'm supposed to do?" Like, you listen to them argue, and they curse all the time. They curse.
Okay.
All the time.
It's probably better.
Any N bombs?
None of that. The ex-wife line really got Eric, but like you listen to them call plays. You listen, like you watch them with the clipboard. Also, too, Josh Hart, like very scrappy, aggressive player, but like they were playing Journey's "Don't Stop Believing," and I listened to him sing Journey's "Don't Stop Believing." I was like, I did not clock that.
He's good.
You're like, didn't see that one coming.
Josh Hart
He's got pipes.
being a
He's got pipes.
being a fucking Journey fan right now. But yeah, he was singing to himself. That I'll always remember. I was like, right before the game started.
Every time that song comes on now, you're gonna think of like, remember that time I randomly saw an NBA player jamming out to that while he was taking foul shot practice? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's fit for life.
Probably hear it so often. He knows
Let's
every
go
word
to the
right
next
now.
slide. What do we got here, Mike?
This is it. We got some videos, so I want to throw in some videos.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you were so goddamn close to the court.
Okay, so now
video. You go first, obviously.
Well, okay, so when we were sitting there, that was the first night. That was the game against the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
And then we had like seats where we were behind the basket, but we were like sitting. We were like right on the court. So it wasn't like the celebrity row kind of area, but like it was like right behind the basket, but we were sitting right on the court.
You were behind the basket the other night, and you were in like those folding chairs. You weren't even in like the seats, like the box seats. You were like on the fucking court, like 8 inches, like your toe was in bounds, basically, is it's kind of what was going on there. And so we do have some footage from that. Mike's gonna roll right now here. Yeah, no, you were no BS. Oh, there's that little rich kid again.
Okay, so this is the watch this.
Here's the money shot. Yeah.
Oh, that's not the one. Okay,
not
that's one of them. I got more. We'll bring them up. Keep going. Keep talking.
I was about to say I just shot Mike over like a bunch of like half-ass videos. So
that's okay. That looks like that's after the fact. Yeah, I'm trying to bring these up.
Yeah, that's after.
Yeah. So we're trying to get to the big
money shot. Man, you can hear everything. You can see. It's like you're right there.
Yeah.
You know, like the lens glare and everything. That's so cool, man. You're right there. More foul shot
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep adding them. Yeah, when you copy these files, they have gibberish file names. All right, this. Look at it. Shot. Did it come in?
I
didn't
see anything. Mike. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. There we go.
Yep.
Here's the shot that we were talking about.
Now this is my favorite video ever. This made the whole night.
The fact that Julius Randle unintentionally
ran into you. Yeah, he ran into me, cool. And my phone was there, and like I literally see him like right in front of me. And
did you cop a feel of his biceps as he was getting back up? Or,
I did not. I keep my hands to myself. I know better, Phil. Okay, right. I'm not a savage.
Like? He sniff his hair like Joe Biden.
A lot of people have asked me what he smells. A lot of people ask me.
They gotta be soaked.
If I pulled a Joe Biden and like sniffed his neck real quick,
he's got to be soaked in sweat. I mean, these guys are up and down the
court. But he also was laughing. He also was laughing about it too. Like
really?
The other shot you can see he's smiling about it. He thought it was funny. Like whatever, you know.
But the two dudes, one of them I think worked for like the Knicks social media, and he was just like, "That's a great video. Did you really get that on video?" And I showed him and his friend like the shot of like the video, and they were like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "I'll text it to you, but you have to tag me." And and I texted it to them, and they were like, "Oh, we actually can't use it because of the camera thing." And of course, I was right with them, but like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. But like. I think they just I wouldn't be surprised if they just sent it to their friends and they're like, "Look at this video I took," and that's probably the extent. So
the thing is,
did you get a lot of views online when you posted it online? Did you get a lot of views? Did it go viral at all?
Not really. Like I
can watch this over and over again. This is hilarious.
I have watched it over and over again.
No one got hurt. And clearly, he wasn't trying to run into you guys. He was trying to like maintain his balance, and he just had too much momentum. You could see what was happening. You know what I mean? Like it was just kind of
he lost his balance.
Yeah.
And then
and like you can tell, like I'm not like fumbling it on purpose. So like I literally like he crashed into me, and I was like, "What the actual?"
Oh, right there. Is that him getting back up? This shot right here.
Yeah.
You can see he's kind of laughing about it. Like, nobody got hurt. He thought it was funny. Like whatever.
Yeah, he's smiling. You can see he's laughing.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I like that shot too.
Because we were all cheering him on, and I think I was also like, "Holy shit, it's Julius Randle!" Like I think I just was saying that over and over again.
We can hear you a little if you listen.
Oh, you got it!
You hear you go, oh shit! You're laughing.
That's the B-Rab's drunk laugh right there. That's the that's the 7 free beers B-Rab's laugh.
A professional athlete just fell into my lap.
Dreams come true.
Right. Yeah. Right. Do we have any other footage, or is this?
That's everything. That's everything.
Next, this is cool. I really hope that people enjoyed seeing this as much as I did. Could kind of hear about the VIP experience at MSG and stuff. It's cool.
I have to say I love this squad. I don't know how you guys feel as a Knicks fan. Like I love the coach. I love Tom Thibodeau. Like I love everything about the coach, because you got to see him argue. I got to see him argue with the refs, and he's like a dad. Like at a PAL game or like a little league game that you feel is gonna fight the ref at any minute. He's gonna go one one side naps that's gonna snap away from being Randy Marsh. He's got the comb over too, like of just an angry dad. I love everything about him. Yeah. And like I said, Isaiah Hartenstein,
oh, he's great. He's been great.
Dante DiVincenzo is great. Like Josh Hart's great. Julius Randle's great. Brunson's great. Like it's a squad. I really like the squad, and even though I'm a Nets fan, I'm rooting for them. And MSG is amazing as a stadium. Like I'd be so tempted to root for them if I didn't think that their owner was the embodiment of evil. But that's a complete different thing. I also just say one more thing. Like I literally was, because I was wearing a Charles Oakley jersey, and I said that's the only Knicks jersey that like I'll own, because I love Charles Oakley as a player, and I love that he got kicked out, like forcibly removed from MSG for his beef with who. But when I saw him in his, I'm like, oh, I'm in his suite. Oh my god! Like I wanted to get, like, we were done with everything, but like, and the game was about to start, but I wanted to get out like as soon as possible. Like I wanted to be as far away from him, because I was terrified. I was terrified of him, but what like a tyrant he is. So
it's hilarious.
He who will not be named is going to be how we're going to refer to him, but he sucks. He sucks as a human being. There's nothing good you can say. There's absolutely no redeemable qualities about him. I could go on.
You're right. That's enough of that. I don't want to get you kicked out of MSG for life there, Brian. All right.
And I could have went to this game and I couldn't go.
So moving from a team that Brian rooted for last week to a team that unfortunately B-Rabs roots for life, we're going to move along to the Jets now for just a second. And we have they made an announcement about 3 or 4 days ago where they're going to go back to the old school. I think these are the 80s uniforms. Is that right?
Yeah, these are the 80 uniforms. These are the uniforms I grew up seeing as my dad would watch Jet game after Jet game, and they would lose, and they would lose, and I would never thought they would ever go back to these uniforms. But apparently they're awesome now, which is kind of amazing. I didn't think that would happen. Brian, how do you feel about it?
I think I really don't have like a hot take. I think they look great. I think they look great. It makes me sad to just see Aaron Rodgers, because like I just have so many mixed feelings seeing Aaron Rodgers after everything we've been through. So we'll see if he's good this year, but like I don't care about their uniforms. So they could be in like the worst kind of purple uniforms possible, as long as they fucking at least get into the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers, because it's just
So
is
what are the
dismal.
differences here between this? Is it just the sleeve stripes and the pant stripe? Is that the main thing that like the main components that are
I'm
getting
not sure what the
re-added?
difference is, to be completely
So
honest. Yeah.
these
There
are
you
the
go.
ones.
Oh,
So
there you
here,
go, Mr. Shimmy.
in looking up my pictures here, or looking up the pictures, I noticed that they've had two kind of iterations of the Sack Exchange uniforms. Where last few seasons they added a little tiny strip of black. I remember how much my dad hated that because he's like, those aren't Jet colors; they're just used to sell merchandise, So and that's all been crazy now. But these are
Is your dad my dad? Like, I feel like we almost had the same
that's typical
Yeah.
Jet fandom, of his generation. So, but yeah, if you look like this, so this is Gastineau. We've featured him on the show. Altoon, the home and the away jerseys. These were the Leon Hess who owned the Jets. He owned Hess Gas, so he made the colors to match Hess trucks and Hess gas station. And somehow they're making Hess trucks, but there's no more Hess gas. I don't know, but you could see Ken O'Brien, Gastineau, Freeman, McNeil.
I like these uniforms.
Yeah.
I like the stripe. I like the.
Yeah.
It's just, and I know you hate
Altoon.
minimalism, but I think they're a little bit more minimalist compared to a lot of modern stuff. And I think
These are
it's
clean.
Cool.
No,
Yeah,
I like these.
They're
They're
throwbacks.
clean.
These are very, very cool. I really like these.
This is what I'm saying. You could see how there's Freeman McNeil on the left, and they have the white mask guard, and it's just the white lettering. Then they added, you could see a black mask guard and a black outline to the Jets and to the numbering. And then from that, when they got Parcells says, "Hey, we're bringing back the Super Bowl jerseys. We're getting rid of the old bad Jet culture." So that's why it was just I would never thought I would see these jerseys again, but I like it. These are the ones I remember as a kid. These are my dad. And yeah, I'm glad they're going back to them. So they look great when they wore them this year on the 9/11 game. So they look good, and they have a nice shiny helmet.
They're not bringing back the numbers on the shoulders. I noticed that's the difference because see like right there, and then there was another one you just had up a minute ago with the away.
No, they have them on here. I think you can see Rogers has it, and
it's like way up top though. It's not unlike
it's
not unlike the what would that be like the I don't know what muscle that is. But yeah, it's like way up on like near the neck almost. All right, that's cool.
you could see
I dig that actually.
He's wearing a warm up. That's a warm up jersey. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah. So it's back. I think it's cool. I wish the Giants would start making their 80s jerseys permanent, and everything's coming full circle again. It's hard to believe the 80s were 40 years ago, 30 something years ago, but it is.
It is weird to think that is vintage. All right, that's cool though. Anyway, let's move along here. Are we doing? What do you have? A brawl and a commercial, or a commercial and a brawl? What do you got here, Mike?
We got a brawl and a commercial. Let's do the commercial.
Let's do the commercial. All right.
Let's take a look at this.
I'm gonna grab some veggies.
That's deflected over. Look at the play by Burley. Mercy!
Not bad.
Take a look at this one again. Flips it between his legs to a barehanded catch.
From the Gold Glove winner. Look at this.
That one's going to be on highlight reels all year long.
That was pretty good.
So this is, I guess, for just go see a White Sox game. Is that the? Because I think that was Mark Burley, right? That was the little cameo. Not him, but the right there.
I guess the announcer, and then yeah.
Yeah, that's so. And it's so weird because they don't really run fun TV ads like this in this market. We live in New York, and usually like the commercials for Yankee tickets are all like,
"Come to Yankee Stadium."
Yeah, come to Yankee Stadium, where we are all about the tradition and the and they don't try to be fun like this. I actually think that's really cool that they advertise just kind of the team in general. It's not even like because I like this because there's no like number to call or website to go to. It's a commercial to remind people that the White Sox exist.
Even though they're one of the oldest teams in baseball.
It's also like a commercial like, hey, guess what? Like an average grocery store shopper probably plays better than our actual team.
They got to sign this guy. Yeah. I don't know what grocery store is.
Like, why pay to see a subpar team? Not even the best Chicago team Not even the most popular Chicago team. Like, I'd rather go to a Cubs game. Why would I pay to go to a White Sox game when I can literally watch just Karen and her boyfriend Josh like just do backflips with oranges all of a sudden? No,
Yeah,
I can get this for free. This alternate
I've
universe.
So
What
I've
is it?
been to both stadiums. I've been to both Wrigley and to I think it's called Guaranteed Rate Field now, or whatever the fuck it's called. In the
US
South Side where the
Cellular,
White Sox
yeah.
play. Yeah, whatever it's. Yeah, I know it used to be called that. And I gotta say, the difference between Cubs fans and White Sox fans is a lot like the difference between like San Francisco and Oakland. Like you go up in the north side where the Cubs fans, and it's all like people, it's all like white people, and all people come off kind of preppy. And you go to the south side, and it's a whole other atmosphere where the White Sox play. So I gotta say, I think I respect the White Sox fans a little more.
Yeah,
Right.
Just because they're a little more working class, a little more diverse, a little more gritty.
Really?
I think.
So
Got
Bob's
you.
team. Yeah.
So maybe I should retract that, because it sounds like kind of like a Mets, like Yankees kind of vibe, a little bit. Like the White Sox are definitely the best.
The Southsiders don't have like the annoying,
although the
Long Island Jersey kids coming in like the Mets do. So
although the Chicago version of the Yankees took like what, a century to win the World Series. But
people always forget that that the White Sox won in 2005. Like a lot of people forget that. Like I remember always seeing like I saw something. I think it was like Sports Illustrated or ESPN or some like supposedly very recognizable, respected sports brand, and they're like, "Oh, Chicago's been waiting this long for a championship," and I'm like, "You guys had one like 15, 20 years ago that everyone
the
just
White
forgot
Sox
happened."
Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah,
I like that. That's a fun commercial. I wish they would do commercials like that. Like I said, for our team, rather than just like buy tickets, assholes.
Yeah. I gotta
like,
find there's a good Mets Yankees Nike commercial. I'll look that up. But it's not about buying tickets, but it's a fun one, so I'll find that. But
I'll find that. All right, let's we got a brawl to close us out.
Yeah, keeping with the baseball theme because we're almost
a
little less than a month away to spring
3 weeks
training.
away from spring training. Let's do this, baby.
We got a brawl here with the Giants. The Giants and the Cardinals.
The Reds. What is that? No.
And there's he kicks Will Clark, and now it's on. Now it's a brawl.
This is a good one. I like this one already.
Will Clark, Candy Maldonado jumps in there. This is a fight. Kevin Mitchell's in there.
This is a good one. This is a really good one. Ozzie Smith is there.
Little Ozzie squaring up. Ozzie was no slouch, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, okay, so right here, he slides in, and then this other guy just kind of kicks him. Does he kick dirt at him, or does he kick him?
He kind of kicks him. That's Will Clark. All-star Will Clark. And Jose Oquendo on the Cardinals.
I like how no one landed a single hit in the first like 7 swings.
That sounds like a baseball fight. Yeah, Terry Pendleton's in there.
There we go.
Look at Candy Mama.
Oh man,
Superman flies in.
That definitely connected. Go back a little bit, Mike.
Roger Craig here yelling. Oh, here's the replay. Here's the replay.
Hold on.
So who's up? Let's see who's up. Oh, so he throws at his head. So this is from earlier. So there's a little heat going on here.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a little tension in this. I mean, these guys have been rivals since what, 1902? So the bench is clear again. Okay, I thought it was a replay. The bench is clear again. So there's a lot of jawing. This was like, they're ready. They're ready to Whitey Herzog, Joe McGreen.
A lot of guys in stirrups who really want to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So let's see. Is there a little dust up? Does he throw at him again? No, it's a strikeout. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to the fight again. So he takes him out.
I love the
big slide. Kicks him, swats him.
A lot of air, and then the guy finally gets him in a headlock. They start getting some hits in. Okay.
Yeah, Candy Maldonado hit Ozzie Smith.
Who's the guy who flies in?
Too.
Candy Maldonado, he hit Ozzie Smith in the face.
Yeah, so the Mortal Kombat guy comes flying in from the right. Who is that? That's
so look here. Ozzie Smith looks at his guys like, "Are you gonna fight? Are we fighting? You gonna fight?" And then Candy Maldonado of the Giants jumps in and hits Ozzie in the face. So look, we're fighting, guys. All right, okay.
Yeah, he does accidentally hit his own guy, and then this guy, number 21, just comes flying in.
Is it Dusty Baker in the pile? I think Dusty Baker's in the pile. Yeah.
Oh, we got a little. Nope.
That's he was the manager. He became the manager, right? That's I forget his name. Anyway,
it'd be great if this is why they promoted him to manager. They're like, man, you could throw a right hook.
Yeah,
really
you threw down.
Yeah, you
Real
literally
card
were
taking
on the
on
risk
two
of your
people,
safety for
yeah.
this team.
You blinded a guy and gave someone a concussion. You deserve a promotion
Yeah,
immediately.
you're definitely somebody we want
Lord.
making lineup decisions. I also like the old school dugouts where there's no railings,
Right.
with
Yeah.
just the staircases there.
With the
That's-
turf.
Yeah, well,
And they're
that is
they're
pretty
all
cool.
hungover, and they're all just eating hot dogs because that's just their diet is just
That-
alcohol and hot dogs.
That's exactly what it is.
So something about 80s jerseys is they got rid of the buttons. This is just a pullover jersey. There's no buttons in the front. I can't stand these
Wait, hold
Giants
on. What?
uniforms. So there's
Oh,
no
you're no.
wait, the Giants
There's-
have them.
Giants
the
have them,
Cardinals,
yeah.
The Cardinals don't. See? He
Yeah,
got a
they just got these
pullover.
like V-neck.
Yeah. The home jerseys, I think, sometimes were like V-necks.
Okay.
And I like that they went back to a more traditional Giants jersey. You know, these are so 80s looking with that font. And
I like that stance, just standing there with his hands on his hips, like, yeah, I'm ready. You ready? Let's throw down. Let's do this.
Yeah. And your old baseball cards are here, and they're all fighting each other. And so
They're kicking each other when they're down. Oh man, this is gonna be
it's just
this,
fun.
this is gonna get a high rating from Phil.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give that away
gonna
right
get a high
now.
rating from me.
This is a good one. This is a really good one. Brian, you go first. What do you got?
Oh, man, and I've been debating what I should give it. I'm going to say 8.5.
Okay.
You know, there's so many that I feel like we've given like a 9 or a 10 that like because of how ridiculous and how intense it is. But this is a very good one. Like, even though some of the punches are missed, you feel like they're actually throwing punches. It's not
these
like
guys
they
are mad.
can't throw a punch. Yeah, these guys are mad and they can throw a punch, and there's connections, and it is a brawl. It's an absolute bench clearing brawl to a T. Meat and potatoes, fucking bench clearing brawl. Oh, that looks
Hell
like
yeah. That's what this show's about.
But yeah, there you go.
There you go.
No, this was a great brawl, and I love the flying punch where it gets kicked. I love the good thing about this fight is like how it escalates. Like a guy has like a nasty slide, then he kicks dirt on him. Then he throws up. Then he throws a punch. Then then the dude on the Cardinals throws another punch. Then another dude on the Cardinals comes in and starts throwing a punch. Then the dude on the Giants comes flying in and clocks another guy. Like it just escalates
Off the ropes.
so naturally and so beautifully. Like I almost gave it a 9. I'll give it an 8.5 because I feel like I want to keep a kind of but yeah.
Somebody's mic is like making an alien sound. There we go.
Is it mine?
Mine
Did it stop?
Yeah, it stopped.
Okay, it's been doing that all show. I hope it doesn't mess the show up. I'm sorry about that. I'll hold it to make sure it doesn't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna echo what Brian said, but I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it an actual 9. I love this. I love the fact that, like you were saying, all the different people kept coming in. It almost was like choreographed, like an old martial arts movie. It's like this guy comes in, this guy comes in, and you cut this way, this guy comes in.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot of fun, a lot of famous players here. You could tell these people genuinely were pissed off and were trying to actually throw down. This wasn't just like a confusion thing. Like these guys wanted to, whatever Sunday afternoon this was, they wanted some blood, and I loved it. So I'm going strong 9. Mike, what do you got?
Yeah, let's go with 9. I was weighing, it was good. It was definitely a good fight. I know we give out a lot of 9s and stuff, but it was good. It was what we want to see in a fight. Typical baseball fight where there was punches thrown that actually connected, but then they always resort to the tackle takedown. It's never like hockey where they just let them go.
No, it never is.
But the flying off the top ropes, Candy Maldonado punch hits Ozzie Smith in the mouth was incredible. Bob Brenly, that was the guy. Bob Brenly, we saw him with the big stash, so that was a crazy. I'll give it a 9. Great fight.
If we ever revisit it, I may give it a 9 too. I'm going to stick with an 8.5 for now.
I almost gave it 9.5. Honestly, this is a good one.
Yeah, I mean, but a 9 was something that I almost gave just because it was like Phil said, like very well, almost like very perfectly choreographed. Like you couldn't ask for a better fight than this. Like it was, You might have talked me into it. I'll give it.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Strong nines across
Give
the
it a
board.
9.
Hell yeah.
I'll
Nines
round
across
it.
the board.
I'll round it
All
out.
right.
So yeah.
All nines.
All right.
Maybe I'll give it a
all right.
69. Woohoo.
There. Yeah, that's how
Tomorrow-
we're.
Okay.
That's how we're.
Tomorrow,
that's how we're-
tomorrow, Knicks and Nets.
I'm gonna give it all ratings. I just rated every fight.
Everything's just a 60 right
It's
now.
above a 9. It's bigger
It's
than a
pretty
9.
hot.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Knicks and Nets. We'll talk to the fans.
Yes, we're gonna do
Uh,
some post-game footage tomorrow.
It's gonna be freezing. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good time. All right, this is good. I'll talk to you guys next week or tomorrow or whenever the hell we
Later.
talk. Peace, man.
Yep.